Hi, dear viewers. Uh, Regards and greetings to all. You know, God has made this universe, this world, for the happiness of uh, everyone. But we people, you know, misuse the privilege given by the Almighty God and uh, reap what we sow. Friends, in order to be happy, one has to be away from the seven deadly sins, the sins that every religion, emphasizes to be away from it. Like, in Sanskrit we say Kam, Krodh, Mad, Moh, etc. In English we have, lust, anger or wrath, and attachment, extreme attachment, pride, and sloth. Sloth means, I think, laziness, indolence, greed, greed. So these are the various sins man should avoid. One should avoid to be happy. You know, I think lust is the uh, root of all the problems in this life. Many of my friends, they say that lust is a word given by the modern man. Actually, it's natural process, and God made it for man. But if you want to be happy, if you want to be peaceful, prosperous, you got to you have to put a full stop on that lust, I think, because even God has given us nails and hair. So do we not clip them? We do we not cut our hair, get our hair cut to be civilized, to look civilized, to look handsome or beautiful, and for to keep ourselves, to protect ourselves from diseases. So just like we clip our nails and cut our hair, shave our beard, and in the same way we have to curb our lust, because you know uh, it has uh, it has the power to keep you healthy and strengthen your immune system. you know Most of the countries have uh, AIDS prevalent. Like, uh, I would like to tell the full form of AIDS. It's acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, uh, uh, an ailment, a disease in which one loses, one is deficient of the immunity power. So it's all because of lust, I think. So once your immunity power becomes weak, then even cold and cough can be fatal for you. So again, the lust. So uh, even lust or sexuality, it distracts the young men from from their goal or ambition. uh, so one must keep a check on his lust. If you move on to the next sin, that is anger. Anger is wrath. So it's clear, it's everyone knows, or you might have felt that in anger you do not harm the other person, uh, rather you harm yourself. Because if in anger a person is unable to think wisely, impetuously he abuses, or you know shows violence and harms other, and as a repercussion he either ends up in the police station, or uh, you know he himself becomes a victim of violence uh, and all evil words, abuses. So anger is really very bad, and one can control it through practicing meditation and going through the holy scriptures. Uh, you know, uh, the Bible and most of the scriptures, they emphasize on pride. God, really, God hates pride, because it's pride that uh, uh, gives rise to other evils. And in Urdu there is a couplet, though I cannot uh, recite it, but I can tell its translation to you. It says that even God did not want man to be rude or harsh or belligerent, especially in speaking, because every in every part of the body he gave bone, but man's tongue was made boneless, because even God wanted him to be flexible, to be resilient, to be soft. So God does not like man to be arrogant or proud. Uh, the next thing is greed. Greed, greed breeds uh, crime, I think. You know, uh, how this greed, takes birth in our body. You know, because of discontentment, feeling of discontentment. you know One should feel contented in what he has. uh, then even jealousy, what we call envy, it's also one of the deadly sins. In envy man becomes blind, and he tries to harm others in some or the other one or the other way. And then even laziness is one of the deadly sins, what we call sloth or indolence, being passive. Because if one is not active, if one is not a hardworking person, then he will not only spoil his life financially, but even physically, because all the diseases that the modern world is going through is all the result of laziness. People don't like to work in summer. They just shut themselves in their houses and enjoy the AC, air conditioners, and other ways to cool themselves. But had God wished man to be, you know, uh, be hidden in confined rooms with ACs and cushions, cushioned beds, then why would he have, you know, given various seasons like summer, winter, autumn, and others? You know, so what nature has made for us, we must, you know, we must live it. And if we live an unnatural life, then definitely we shall suffer. And even attachment, extreme attachment is also one of the sins that uh, majority of people uh, have been a victim of. you know Extreme attachment to a thing or to a person, it uh, makes a person ignore or neglect the other good things, good people in this world. So, and even attachment makes a man selfish and possessive. That again breeds, you know, evils. Friends, God has given us these the sense organs to use them, to utilize them in a positive way, but most of us, they misuse it and then suffer the consequences. Like, we have been blessed with a pair of eyes to look at the beauty of nature, to see people who are sad and to help them, to but what we do, we misuse it. We sit long hours on our laptop, with our laptop, or we see the screens, and even we see vulgar things, that so we get punished, and either we suffer from some eye disease, or they become weaker. And in the same way, we have been blessed with a pair of ears to listen to the scriptures, to listen to the cries of the people that suffer, or the cries of the downtrodden, to listen to the music of nature. But instead of these, we do not hear the cry of the people that suffer, and we neglect them. And even we don't listen to the recitation of the scriptures, nor we listen to the calm and serene music that nature plays for us through wind, um, or the sound of various birds and other melodies. And we use our ears to listen to the you know to the uh, you know malicious statements. We listen to the slanderous uh, comments or opinions about other people. We listen to vulgar songs and other negative things. That's why we suffer. And you know our sense organs, they're very very important, because it is they that form our thought. And we know it well that what our what we think, we speak according to that, and what we speak, it becomes our habit. And then habit turns into our nature, and nature builds character. And then what Shakespeare said, character is destiny. So what we are, it's the result of our character, the result of our nature, our habit, our words, our thoughts, how we used our sense organs. Yes, so we must be very, very careful. God, this life is very easy, very convenient, very full of happiness, wonders, and very easygoing. But we people, we we complicate it through through prejudices and preoccupations. So uh, be natural, and for to be natural, you have got to have a healthy mind really. Because if you don't have a healthy mind, then you will think all rubbish, and what you think, that will gradually be your words and uh, habit, then nature, then character, and your fate, your destiny, right? And you know we have other sense organs like skin, and that we can respond to stimuli, and then we have taste buds, we can taste, we can smell. See, uh, we have uh, we have a number of taste buds, but what we put on them, all bitter things, all chemicals, and even alcohol, and uh, spicy things. That's why we suffer. And uh, if you put sweets on them, or if you put good things, uh, natural things, healthy things, then won't we be healthier? In the same way, uh, we have pollution all around, especially air pollution, the carbon monoxide that the automobiles, the vehicles emit. That's why we have cardiac problems, so there's breathing problems, we have allergies. So aren't we all responsible for these? So, and then friends, through this video, I've been trying to tell you some tips to be a happier person, to use the various the sources in a better way, to get benefited from them, rather than you know suffer from them. And friends, uh, the students, they are not made to work hard. They get distracted in either social media, or intoxications, or other worthless things. So what's the basic problem, what's the main problem in them? The problem is not with them, but problem is with the education system, or with the rearing that is done by their parents or guardians. you know Hardly, there's hardly uh, anyone, maybe 1% people or 2%, that emphasize on physical fitness. Friends, unless and until the child is physically fit, he won't be mentally fit. If he's not mentally fit, then he'll keep doing all worthless things. So, how can you be physically fit? It's no other way than to exercise, to do workout, to run, swim, do yoga, stretching, calisthenics. So one has to work hard. And in the modern world, people uh, want their children just to be bookworms, but uh, unless and until they leave them to play a lot, to work hard, to be independent, especially in North India, what I have felt, that even when a child, or or a son or a daughter becomes a undergraduates, even till then she or he mm, uh, continues being a parasite on his parents. So it's bad. Let the children work hard. I don't. I'm not saying to let them earn money, to make them earn money, but at least they can do their personal, the daily routine that they follow, that should be done by them, like washing their clothes and cooking food for themselves, even for the family members. And uh, see, everyone knows what is good, what is really good, but uh, why not to follow it? you know we all know what's good for us, still we get distracted and don't follow them. In this video, I would like to emphasize on hard work, physical hard work, because unless you work hard, the energy that you store in your body will uh, be used in either quarreling or shouting at someone or doing violence. So you got to be tired in you got to be uh, sweaty, because the food that we eat, if it doesn't get uh, digested, uh, let me tell you in some other way. The food that we eat is nowadays quite nutritious, and uh, if we'll not use that energy in good thing, if we'll not utilize that energy in building our body or in a positive way, then this energy will definitely go in the wrong way. So we don't need plenty of calories nowadays, even because our lifestyle is not all that active, right? But we eat plenty. So input is much, but output is low. So where will this energy go? Either quarreling or in negative things. So going to gym or doing physical hard work is the only way where you can burn what you eat, and uh, you'll be fit, as well as you'll not get distracted to the worthless things or the irrelevant and and cheap things. So friends, through this video, I'm just trying to emphasize on physical work, and to keep ourselves in check, to go through the scriptures, use our sense organs in a good way, positively, to reap positive benefits. And see, God should be happy at his creation. uh, shouldn't he be? God has created us, and if he finds us doing all rubbish things, will he be happy? Will he be happy to see his creation? Or he will repent? He'll feel regretful. So to do good things, so that whatever you do, whatever you say, whatever you think, whatever you listen, whatever you write or speak, just think that, is this action of mine is going to give happiness to Lord Almighty? Is this action or the word spoken by us is going to uh, make feel make God feel proud of his creation, or feel regretful? So our happiness, our prosperity, our joy, it is all is in our own hands, right? And just think, why God is God. Why God is God? Because he is free from all the evils that we people are victim of. He doesn't discriminate. He doesn't discriminate. He is not violent. He never punishes anybody. He loves all equally. uh, does anyone need a proof that he doesn't love everyone equally? See, when the wind blows, it gives pleasure, it soothes not only to the rich but even to the poor, not only to the intelligent but even to the the imbeciles, not only to the men but even to the women. So what I want to say that uh, be godlike. God, God is not a man. He's not. He doesn't have a has a form. He doesn't have a form. God is a thought that is perfection, an ideal in everything, every quality. You know, like being benevolent, being kind, being helpful. You know, soft spoken, good at heart, helpful, compassionate. Intelligent. So all these things, God is ideal for us. A thought, an image that is ideal for everyone. Because man is not perfect in these qualities, but God is perfect. So the word God is a thought, an image that's perfect, and we all must go on to that level of perfection. So we should try to become godlike, to be happy. Yes. So instead of lust, be we should live a life of a celibate. We should restrain ourselves from the sexual pleasures, and instead of anger or following wrath, we should be compassionate to everyone, and instead of being lazy, we should be active in whatever we do, and instead of pride, being, being proud, we should be humble, and we shouldn't follow envy, but we should love everyone. We should encourage, boost up, motivate, and reward others for good things instead of feeling envy or jealous. And uh, instead of being a victim of extreme attachment, we should, you know, attachment to someone is wrong. Attachment to everyone and everything is good. Yes. And so in this way we can better our lives, and most of all these things, all these qualities can be developed only if we have a fit brain, and fit brain comes from a fit body, and for fit body we have to be an active person. We have to go in the fresh air and do exercise, do workout, do running. If not anything, at least walk. If not walk, do meditation, do breathings, learn breathing styles. And now, so audience, my dear friends, even it's time for me to go for workout, because even I want to be mentally fit. Even I want to enjoy the pleasure and privilege that God has showered on this on the human beings. And one thing I forgot, vegetarianism. Yes, if possible, veganism. One should follow veganism. Veganism means avoiding every kind of animal product. So friends, uh, that is really fruitful. That's really beneficial. And so let me conclude this video uh, with lots of gratitudes to Almighty God and love to all of you. And please try to follow what I suggested you. And I beg for your pardon if anyone felt offended through my video. Thank you very much. I wish you all a very happy day, very happy life. Bye then. Love you all.